Hey, welcome back to the channel. This is KC Grandpa Tech. Hey, I'm going to be changing a battery on the Acer model Nitro 5. Now, most of the Nitro 5s are basically the same following procedure. So the first thing we have to do is take off the back. Let's get into that right now. So I'm going to be using a worx portable screwdriver. I have a review on this if you want to check it out. And you're just going to have to go around here and remove all the screws. I'm not going to bore you with that. And I'm going to come back when I've taken them all out. Now, once you've taken out all the screws, all you're going to need to do is to remove this cover. Now you can basically use a pry tool and just lift the entire cover and just make sure that if you missed the screw, okay, or if it's not coming up for any reason, confirm that you have loosened all the screws. Okay, very good. And you can see right here is the battery. Very simple to get to, very easy to replace. So what we're going to have to do on this, you can see the battery right here, and it's held on by 2 screws, and then there's a plug here. Now, what you must do and be very careful with, this plug is very fragile. So what you're going to do is you're going to place a pry tool and just push it out from the edges. Once you've got it out, you'll take out the screws. Very simple. And so once you've loosened the 2 screws, unplugged it, it should just lift out and out. Just see. Make sure there's no other screws holding it. Yep, there's one more. Now reinstalling the battery, you're going to notice a tab over here. You want to get the edge of the battery into that first. And it'll basically drop into place. And then we're going to reinstall our screws. I'll quickly skip through that. Now, after you've installed it, I want you to grab the old battery, and I just want you to start comparing, making sure that the numbers match up, that everything looks up. It can look the same, but make sure the wattage is the same, the voltage is the same. Now, very important, because you can accidentally push this connector in backwards and blow the laptop. I want you to notice. You notice that it has these, you can't actually see them, but there's little niches here, and they sit into the board itself. And you'll notice that when it's properly aligned, you can see the black is on one side and the red is on the other. So just make sure that when you're lining these up, that you see that that's there. You can see the line up, because there's little bitty niches or little pushes that will line up and allow the plug to go in. So kind of just make sure you push in slowly. Make sure you're fully seated. Okay? And it should look just like the one you just took. Now, the other thing I would do is I would just make sure you dress the wire correctly inside there like it came out before. Now, the one I'm putting in is brand new. This is 2025. This battery is from 2011. Obviously, the battery has been exhausted and is finished. Now, all we need to do now is install the cover. Now, once you start lining up the cover, it should more or less just fall into place, giving you no issues. Now, obviously, I have this backwards. I just wanted you to see that, because if you're like, well, what's going on? You can see that the holes match up with the fans. And if you happen to have this open, it's a good idea at that time to actually clean the fans with brush. I did go over that in another video. Okay, so kind of just tap it. Now we're just going to tighten the screws, put them back in place, and there's one last thing to finish. Well, I'm glad you're still with me, and Grandpa loves to hear from you. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And you can become a channel member, buy us a cup of coffee, or or hit a thank you button. Now, the last things you want to do before is once you flip it over and open it, just turn it on. There's usually enough charge in a brand new battery to get the laptop started. Once you boot it up and you know that everything's working, power back down again, close the cover, and plug it in with your power supply and let it charge for a minimum 8 hours. This will ensure that you get the most life out of your battery. And on top of that, remember that by overcharging a battery, you can cause it to fail early also. So if you're not using your laptop, and unplug it so that it doesn't keep overcharging and shortening the battery life. This is your Grandpa Casey out. Check it out. Check out my other videos. I'll leave you the links to where you can find the information that I have. And until next time, Grandpa loves you and wants to see you again.